Oh yeah, it has been quite the chilly one out there as we're getting through the end of what is typically the coldest time of the year. We do have a light out at the end of the tunnel now, but it's still not quite there yet. Going to have one more dangerously cold morning ahead of us. Not this upcoming morning, but Monday morning is when we're really going to see those very cold wind chills come back around. So tomorrow night, looking into Monday morning, possibility of wind chills dipping back down as low as -30, meaning that frostbite is going to be possible in less than 30 minutes for the entirety of the area as we start our week off. And that's really because we start to see those winds blowing again. We are getting a bit of a break from it. We saw a break from the winds today. We'll continue to see little to no wind as we go into tomorrow morning. So while the air temperature itself is still going to be quite cold out there with no wind, there's of course no wind chill. So we're not really in that danger zone as far as temperatures go for tomorrow morning. -11 for our low in La Crosse, -16 in Eau Claire. As we go into the afternoon, we finally actually see afternoon highs above 0 degrees. Now, depending on when we climb above that 0-degree line, we could see some potential, not record breakers, so to say, but significant weather headlines on how long we stayed below 0. If La Crosse stays below 0 until around 1 p.m. tomorrow, then that would make for 3 consecutive days, meaning 3 days in a row that we spent entirely below 0. Eau Claire just has to wait until around 11 in the morning before you can cross above 0 degrees. Not something that happens very often. In La Crosse, it's only happened about 20 or so times in recorded history, so through the last 150-ish years. Definitely a cold stretch, especially when it's over this long of a period of time. So we'll see if that is broken tomorrow, or at least tied tomorrow. Another thing that happening, it's going to make us feel a little bit colder, is the winds will come back around. Still going to stay somewhat late in the morning, but a little bit of a breeze, and you'll notice they'll be blowing out of the north as well. So it's going to be continuing to supply that colder air into the area. As we get into the afternoon and evening, we actually get a tad bit of a breeze out there. So the afternoon highs, although they are climbing back above 0, really aren't going to feel anywhere near that. As we go into Monday then for our wind speeds, the winds will have shifted to blow out of the south by the evening, but that won't be doing us too much good for the day of, because they will actually get quite breezy, even nearing windy as we go into Monday evening, making it for what feels like quite the chilly day out there. Once again, let's look at our wind chills going into tomorrow. Again, in the morning hours, actually going to feel pretty much like exactly the temperature out there, because we're not going to see a whole lot of wind. Still cold in the negative teens, but not an additional wind chill. As we go into the afternoon, when the winds start to pick up again, even though again the highs are going to be in the single digits above 0, it'll likely feel around 10 to 15 degrees cooler than that at the warmest point of the day. And then the coldest parts of the upcoming stretch, Monday morning, most of the area diving into what feels like the negative mid-20s, if not nearing -30 for some of us. There is quick improvement as we go into the afternoon, but it's still going to be quite the chilly day, likely not feeling any warmer than about the negative single digits as those winds continue to blow pretty strong throughout most of Monday. That breezy condition stays into Tuesday as well. Then we see a bit of a break from the winds going into Wednesday and Thursday, but overall temperatures are going to be staying steadily below average all week long, around 10 to 15 degrees below average still for at least the next week in a row. By this time next week, we'll hopefully start to see more gradual warming coming up, and temperatures could actually start to near our typical average highs for this time of year.
Well, I like the sound of warming, even if it's gradual.
It's gradual.
All right, thanks.